Hey guys, and welcome back to another classic gold making video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you how to snipe cheap items that you can resell for a profit. We're going to be using the TSM sniper feature, and I'll show you how to use this. So obviously, first of all, you're going to need the add-on TSM. We're going to be using my groups, which have all of the best items that I personally recommend flipping in classic versions of World of Warcraft, and also the operations to sell them profitably every single time. So first of all, you want to make sure TSM is set up correctly. Now once you have TSM set up, you want to have your groups of all your items. You can simply import my groups with just a few clicks on TSM. You can get that inside of my classic flipping guide if you want to get my groups, or you can make your own groups if you already have an idea of the items that you want to snipe when doing this method. The next thing that you want to have set up is operations. So you want auctioning operations to sell the items. My operations is set up to only sell the items at a profitable price no matter what. You also are going to want to have a sniper operation. Now this is very simple. Basically, as it is at the moment, we're going to be having a max price as 100% of the DB market. The DB market is basically the average price over the past 14 days on your specific realm. So that is the baseline that we're going to be using. But we're going to play around with that operation because we can change the percent of what we actually see. So to use the sniper tool, you want to click on sniper, and then you want to click on run buyout sniper. What this will do is it will scan through all of the items in the groups that are connected to the sniper operation, and it will scan them live. It will bring them up whenever they get posted on the auction house, and it will give you a percent on the side. This percent is based off the market DB percent that we have in the sniper operation. We currently have it set to 100% of the DB market. So if it showed up 100% on the search, that means it's going to be 100% of the DB market. I like to sort this from lowest to highest, and obviously the lower the percent is, the better of a deal that it will be based off the market value. Now, once you buy an item, it will stop the scan and you want to click on restart. You can buy multiple items. Say for an example, we have like 20 items that have popped up. We could go ahead and buy all of these, and then we would click restart. Obviously, we only want to buy the best of the best deals in this situation. So as you can see, there are some really good deals. Now, the best thing about using this sniper tool is that it will scan the auction house live. So as an item gets posted up on the auction house, it will pop up live. Where if you just use the normal TSM search, once it goes past that one item, it won't rescan that item again if another one gets posted, unless you restart the scan completely. So that is the main thing about the sniper tool, which makes it so powerful to snipe items before anyone else. Now we can play around with the sniper operation, and we can actually change the percent of the DB market that we want to have at the maximum price. So for an example, let's go ahead and change this to 20% of the DB market. Now when we run the scan, if it shows 100% on the actual scan, this means it will be 20% of the DB market. So as for an example right there, there's a really good deal that just popped up, so we can go ahead and buy it. Now I want to make this clear. When you see 100% in the search, it's 100% of whatever percent you have in the sniper operation. So we have it set to 20% at the moment. So if it showed 100%, that means it is 100% of the 20% DB market that we have set right here. Now obviously you can play around with this percent. What I like to do is I normally set it to around 20 to 50% of the DB market. This way everything that is popping up in my sniper tool is a really good deal. I want to filter out the ones that aren't as good of a deal, so the lower the percent is, the better. But obviously you have to have the percent high enough where you're actually going to get constant items that you can actually go ahead and buy. So for an example, we'll change it to 50% of the DB market. Now when we run the sniper operation, well, the sniper scan, if it shows 100% here, this means it's 100% of the 50% DB market that we have set in the sniper operation. So we'll let this scan through. So as you can see, we just got one that popped up, and this was 50% on the scan. So that means it is 50% of the 50% DB market. So really it's 25% of the DB market, that 50% one for the rough stones. If it was 100%, it would be 100% of the 50% DB market. It's a little bit complicated, but once you figure out how it works, it is extremely powerful tool. So if we brought out even the one up to 88%, this is still going to be below 50% of the DB market, because that is our maximum price in the sniper operation. Now, if you just want to keep it simple, so you don't have to like think about the percent, if you have it set at 100% of the DB market, that will be like the true DB market value. So at 100% it would be 100%. If it popped up and said like 10%, then it would actually be 10% of the DB market. But you need to have the operation set to 100% for it to be the true percent. So as you can see, we're buying a bunch of really good deals here. We'll go ahead, we'll grab these out of the mailbox, and we'll go ahead and throw them up on the auction house using my posting operation that you can simply get from my flipping guide if you want to go ahead and get that. And basically how this works, you go to auctioning, make sure all of the groups are selected, then you want to click on run post scan. Once you click on run post scan, it will scan for all the items that are in your bags, that are in your groups, and it will go ahead and it'll start figuring out prices to post these items for. Now, how I have my operation set up is that it will keep track of how much you paid for every single item, and it will only post them for a profitable price no matter what. So you can never post an item for less than what you actually paid for it. On top of that, my operations will post them in nice stack sizes. So I'll post like 20 of just single of the item. We'll post like 5 of 3 stacks, 3 of 5 stacks, 2 10 stacks, and the rest in 20 stacks. This way, if people are looking for a certain stack size, you will have that covered. And this way you can get a lot more sales by doing it this way. But as you can see, these items are already starting to sell very quickly. You can make a lot of gold from sniping cheap items on the auction house. And the best thing about this, like I mentioned before, is if you actually use the sniper tool, you're going to beat other people to buying these deals, because you're basically going to see the deals as soon as they pop up on the auction house, and you can go ahead and buy them before anyone else has a chance to go ahead and buy them items before you. So sometimes I've sniped some really crazy deals for like items that are worth like hundreds of gold, and someone has posted them for a couple of silver, and I can quickly snipe them, buy them off the auction house before anyone else has a chance to get those items. That is the main powerful thing about this tool, is beating other people to these good deals before they have a chance to buy them themselves. So this is a great way to go ahead and buy very cheap items that pop up on the auction house. Obviously you can do this in classic era, the fresh servers, the hardcore servers, season of discovery, and if you want to get my TSM groups and operations that you can import with just a few simple clicks, they're inside of my classic flipping guide. On top of that, in the classic flipping guide, I'll teach you all the different methods and techniques on how to flip in all the different versions of classic World of Warcraft. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, it is linked down below in the description box.